I'm a believer in excelling. Whatever you do, you've got to excel in it. Whether it's teaching, whether it's scholarship, whether it's contributing to your institution, your profession, to society, you've got to give it your best. My father passed away when I was in high school, and my mother became a widow at a very young age. She had not even graduated from elementary school, but education was critical for her, and she was determined that all 4 of her children must get educated. In India, growing up, you either became a doctor or you became an engineer. I switched to management, and I have never regretted it. Finance drives a global society in so many different ways. It's about Main Street. It's about reducing poverty. It's about education. It's about the healthcare system. So I thought by going into business, that was a way in which one can really affect the global society at large.
She's consulted to every major institution that has to do with finance and markets in the world, the IMF, the World Bank.
She's really been on the cutting edge for a very long time. She's been a leader in really thinking and talking about emerging markets, as far back as 15 years ago.
I've helped so many different countries now, from India, China, Vietnam, Ecuador, Mexico, Brazil, in terms of setting up their financial markets, regulations. And I know that it's the Georgetown influence that has really impacted me to go help society.
In addition to being a world-class scholar, one of the best in her field, Reena is also a leader within our university community. At a point when we needed it most, Reena stepped in as interim dean for the McDonough School of Business and did a superb job.
The Center for Financial Markets and Policy that she is launching is so important to the business school and to the university generally.
One of the transformations that has happened for the business school is the physical space. This Honoree building is absolutely amazing.
Reena got behind the new building just as she gets behind every important initiative at the school. And the new building was both important from a practical standpoint, but also showing that the McDonough School of Business has arrived.
And my dream was always, I hoped that this would be a 24/7 building, not a 9-to-5 building, and that's exactly what has happened.
One of the great aspects of the building is how much technology is built into it.
Is the shadow price, so by how much the objective click optimize.
With respect to the breakout rooms, with the technology embedded in the building, that reflected a lot of input from faculty leaders like Reena.
It's important to know that the Honoree building would not have happened without Reena Aggarwal.
Here I see a lot of familiar faces. I love to teach. I absolutely love to teach. Those undergrad years, I think, are just critical for a person's broader life, how they get molded. So we have a huge responsibility, and I take that responsibility very seriously.
She is one of the most demanding, one of the most kind professors here at the McDonough School of Business.
She has high expectations of students. She demands a lot, but you learn a lot from her.
It's amazing.
Reena has been very innovative in her teaching. She has executives from the companies the students are studying come to the class when they present the results of their case study.
She can combine academics with, real world and bring that into the classroom. It makes the classroom experience more enriching.
She brought finance alive for me, not in a textbook sense, but in a real world sense. The excitement of analysis, of logic, of markets, and 22 years later, I'm still in the business here in New York and on Wall Street.
Her class is always oversubscribed. I always hate to have an elective scheduled the same night as Reena's because I know I won't get as many students as I would normally get.
It's not just when class starts and class ends that my relationship with students starts and ends. I'm really interested in the students' well-being. What are you trying to achieve? Where do you want to go? And how can I help you do that?
What I've really been impressed with is how many alumni Reena is sort of the icon of the professor who touched them in some fundamental ways.
Now I have former students who come back and give guest lectures in my class. It just makes me feel so proud to see these alums doing so well professionally and personally, and they have this special bonding for Georgetown.
But with all of this going on, with the depth of her dedication and commitment to Georgetown, there should be no confusion about her deepest priorities. And that always begins at home.
Both of our kids, they grew up running around in the halls of Healy and running around in Old North, writing on the blackboards.
Reena bleeds blue and gray. She is loyal to Georgetown to the core. And it is fitting that she be recognized today by the Wall Street Alliance.
Reena richly deserves this honor because she is the full package.
So what are you teaching now?
I can't imagine a more perfect recipient of the Wall Street Alliance recognition than Reena, because she's been delivering every day for many, many years at Georgetown.
Our Georgetown students really come out thinking about society at large, not just thinking about the bottom line, not just thinking about their personal net worth. What is the difference that we're going to make in society? Expectations are somewhat manageable.
The quality she's trying to instill in students is an understanding that the quantitative tools that she teaches them can not only be used to create wealth for themselves, but also value for the society.
And she's teaching her students how to make a difference, how to be leaders in a global business, how to think about global issues in a world where we have to train global citizens.
These students who get these scholarships sponsored by the Wall Street Alliance, there's a difference about these students. They are really the ones who are going to make the world different. They're going to be the innovators who will come up with solutions to the challenges that we are facing.